Yes, sir, we can start now.
Yeah, yeah. Good afternoon, all of you. Good afternoon, everybody. I wholeheartedly welcome on behalf of the Shiksha Mandal's GS College of Commerce, Wardha, and from the contribution of the research cell as well as the internal quality assurance cell of our college for this national level online webinar on the fourth day of the session today, which is meant for the effective learning as well as the knowledge on the part of the research methodology, particularly in the context of the new economic policy 2020. The topic today is entrepreneurial development research in India under the context of the new economic policy 2020, and the resource person is Dr. Astha Sharma, principal and professor of Aditya Global Business School, Kakinada, Andra Pradesh. I welcome wholeheartedly on behalf of our college, on behalf of the principal of the college, on behalf of Shiksha Mandal, as well as on behalf of the place of higher learning and research, as well as IQSC, which is in collaboration with doing this particular webinar. And now I welcome you, madam, for this session, and I hope you will deliver the things in a befitted manner such that everybody is benefited. And I also invite the other resource persons who have been acted earlier in the same sessions in the last 3 days, also invite them through this YouTube channel, which link has been sent to all of the other members as well as the research external body members of our college who are from Tamil Nadu, who are from Andhra Pradesh, who are from other states also. And I request all of you to welcome Madam on behalf of our research cell. And now I request Professor Parikshit Agarwal to go for the introduction of our today's guest, Dr. Astha Sharma. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, sir, for giving me the opportunity to introduce Madam. Madam Dr. Astha Sharma is currently working as a professor and principal at Aditya Global Business School. She has been conferred with PhD in the year 2014, and her research interests include entrepreneurship and small family business. Her teaching interests are marketing, entrepreneurship, and organizational behavior. She also serves as a reviewer and editor for many national and international journals. She is an educator, counselor, author, member of professional bodies, trainer, and consultant in the field of management. Madam, other activities and expertise include that she has groomed air hostesses through her personality development session. Madam is adaptable and has an exposure in teaching and administration at different places of India, including Andhra Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, and Gujarat. Madam has published paper in Journal of International Repute, some of them to be mentioned as EBSCO, ProQuest, SSRN, and UGC Care and Scopus with high impact factor. Her work on entrepreneurship is cited by various research scholars of India and abroad. Madam has authored a book on family business, issues and challenges of small family business. She has also written study material for students of management and authored a textbook on operation management. She has guided more than 2000 management graduates for their research and internship. A few of them are from the Symbiosis Institute of Business Management, Pune and IGNOU. She has taken up various assignments, consultancy engagements on marketing, innovation and brand repositioning for corporate like Haribhumi, projects of state government of Chhattisgarh and branded retail, etc. Madam has been awarded as a best personality and team leader by Raipur Capital JCs. Madam is one of the eminent and regular speaker of on employability skill, resume writing and research methodology, and has delivered lectures for the same at various engineering and management institute, government programs, events of NGO, etc. She has attended faculty development program organized by EDII Ahmedabad, SITCON and CII. Her research work has been appreciated at National and International Conference of NIRMA Ahmedabad, NITTR Chandigarh, SKPIM Gandhinagar Gujarat, RICON New Delhi, etc. Recently, she has attended workshop on case writing and teaching in quality improvement and capacity building programs for member of Association of Indian Management School at IIM Bangalore. She has presented her research paper at IIM Kozhikode, IIM Sambalpur, IIM Trichy and ICSSR New Delhi. She is also an office bearer at AIMS, Andhra Pradesh chapter and member of IMA and Hyderabad Management Association. She is associate editor of Journal of Advanced Research in Operation and Marketing Management. Madam has been associated with NHRD and is an active member of Hyderabad Management Association. She has written various articles in newspaper and newsletter of repute. Madam's success mantra is patience, perseverance and positive attitude. With that, I request Madam to enlighten us on the topic Entrepreneurial Development Research in India, the New Economic Policy 2020. Madam,
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir, for this wonderful introduction.
thank you, Madam.
All the eminent speakers of the past and the principal of institution, as well as all the dignitaries who are present there listening to this workshop, the students and research scholars. A very good afternoon to all of you. As sir has already told about me, I'm Dr. Astha Sharma, and entrepreneurship is an area which I have started after completing my studies. Means I started studying entrepreneurship after completing MBA. So because it was government initiative through which this was adapted to the curriculum of different courses of management. So before that, we were not studying it as a subject, but now it is a part of various curriculum. So let us start with today's session. I guess I'm audible, sir? Yes, sir, fine. So before, because sir told me some students are there, first moving ahead to the to relating it with the national education policy, I would like to first discuss what is entrepreneurship and business. Though you might be reading about it in different newspapers and books and journals, but a basic in-depth understanding of entrepreneurship versus business is very important to go deeply into that particular area. Entrepreneurship is nothing but establishing a new venture that you might be hearing many times. But what is the difference between a business and entrepreneurship? Business is an establishment or a unit which is almost like a traditional unit which are run by different organizations, different entrepreneurs or people who start a new unit, and they can be having a small, medium or large scale unit, and ideas will be the similar like other industries. A businessman takes lower risk as compared to the entrepreneur. That's what is the research says. Means they are low risk takers, and mainly their aim is to make more and more profit. They want to add money to their venture, and to venture as well as to their family, and they want to earn through it. So they run a traditional unit, a small, medium or large scale unit, and have the same idea like other industries. But however, an entrepreneur is different from a businessman. An entrepreneur is known to take a moderate to little high. He will not fool himself. He is very clever in terms of deciding what to do. So he takes moderate to high risk. He is very creative. Who has thought that the idea like Zomato or Flipkart or Amazon will be so popular? if you ask about the generation of people like me or your teachers, some 10-15 years ago, we were not willing to buy online. We were not at all interested in buying online. However, during COVID times, all of us have done online purchasing, shopping we have done. And that is a drastic change has been happened in the behavior of consumers. One of the influencing factor is entrepreneurship. So new ideas are generated and new thoughts, new values are created, new things are coming. You see this thing every day. Who thought 20 years back such kind of a thing is existing? Thanks to COVID, I am able to talk to you through a virtual platform. Otherwise, we could not have even got a chance to discuss it virtually. So, this is a result of entrepreneurship. It is because of entrepreneurship that world has become literally a global village, and in a fraction of second we can talk to each other because of these innovations. So entrepreneurs are innovative. They have a new venture with new ideas. So it's not just an idea, it is something very new and which is very unique. You will find that earlier for delivery, suppose you want to buy some food or you want to get some snacks, you will be calling the shop itself. Now you have Swiggy, you have Zomato, you have shopping malls where you can get everything at one roof. You have this Reliance Smart where you can buy and get so many things. Otherwise, there was a traditional grocery shop where you were buying. Later, they have added vegetables and whatnot. So, this is only because of the kind of entrepreneurial value that is added. Easily, you can do payment through Google Pay. There is ATM available through which you can swipe. If not, you can, means nobody can say now that I can't pay right now because network is not working or because ATM is not working. You have so many options to do the payment. So it is entrepreneurship, it is creative, it is innovative, and it is full of new and updated ideas, which is creating values and modifying the previous problems, finding new solutions to it. Now, what exactly is entrepreneurship? There are various kinds of entrepreneurship. We will not go into depth of it, but still, I wanted to talk to you so that you will have, suppose you have a subject of entrepreneurship in your curriculum. I guess you may be in your third semester. You might be reading about different types of entrepreneurship. It can be cultural entrepreneurship, social entrepreneurship, technopreneurs, or ecopreneurs. So let us see one example like social entrepreneurship. There are many NGOs which are working for people. Recently, I was studying. There was one student there was one parent whose son's birthday was there. Immediately after celebrating birthday, they came out, and when they came out, he saw that little children were eating from the garbage can which was kept outside, and he felt very sad about it. He has thrown the food inside the restaurant after they finished, and when he came outside, he saw this horrible scene. That day itself, he decided to do something for those kids, and he has started a portal where he collects food, and he is giving feeding around 1,000 and more students, children who are in the slums and who are very poor. So he is trying to support those people, those students in that way. Same way, he has started the same initiative in different states, different places. He is making a team of workers, and later he found that there are health issues with those kids. Some other parents were also coming, so he took help of his friends who were medicine, who were doctors, and then he took help, and he is trying to aid those students through that way. So that kind of portable medical help also he is providing. So here one example you can see SafePoint Trust. It is controlled by Mark Oska and involved in the world of redesigning medical tools. Additionally, they introduced the low-cost, non-reusable syringes for clinics that lack money globally. So social entrepreneurship deals with the social causes and tries to give benefits at least cost. Technopreneur. Just now we spoke about different online portals which are helping us to do different because work from home was there during COVID, so everyone was using these digital platforms. Google Meet, now we are talking through Google Meet. Zoom is there. Then yes, is it not changed, sir? I have changed. Is it visible now? Oh, this one. Okay, just a minute. Okay, through that it is not visible. Okay, so technopreneur, before that I have shown this slide. Okay, now technopreneurs. So there are various digital platforms. Nowadays, Microsoft Teams is there through which we have taken classes during COVID, and it was very helpful because even we can record and use it for later. Apple, you are frequently seeing it, using it. Facebook, Twitter, Insta. So many businesses have flourished because of Instagram and Twitter, Facebook. So many online live sessions right now going on who are selling and working from home and doing their business. Many companies, almost 100% during COVID, during lockdown also, and after that, work from home is going on continuously with the support of these technopreneurs. Ecopreneurs take care of the ecosystem, take care of the greenery. So one example is Body Shop, who doesn't use any harmful chemical and take care of the surrounding and people health. This is about entrepreneurship. Now, my topic is not just entrepreneurship, it is about development of entrepreneurship and the new education policy. So every day in the past few days, you have sessions which discussed about different areas of new education policy where you might have come through features which were elaborated about the education policy. The new academic structure says that 5, 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4. Earlier it was 10 plus 2, where after 10th board you were about to select your specialization and 11th and 12th you were studying. But now it is going to be different. In 9th and 12th, that is a separate curriculum that is going to be adopted. And before that, 6th to 8th, means students will not feel that much pressurized because of the 10th board. That is the main aim behind this new kind of academic structure. If you see here, the children, 3 years, Anganwadi, preschool, Balvatika, ages 3 to 6, they are kept free so that they should not carry heavy bags with them. And so the new academic structure is adapted in order to change the existing way of teaching, change the pattern of teaching totally, so that students are having a holistic development. Students should not be pressurized or burdened, but the overall real aim of education of uh, making the students skill oriented, making the students dynamic, making the students do where they are interested about, is tried to be highlighted in this new academic structure. Sir, if I am doing this slideshow, is it visible? Visible. So the new education policy focuses on having the children not only learn, but more importantly, learn how to learn. You might you might have observed when you are studying and you are also observing your younger sisters and brothers, you have to cram a lot. We have to mug up many things which we don't like. More important than that is the technique of how to learn. So the new education policy is focusing on that aspect. The policy also talks about pivoting education towards learning about how to think critically and solve problems, how to be creative and multidisciplinary, and how to innovate, adapt, and absorb new material in the novel and changing fields. Now, this innovate word, just now we discussed, it is about entrepreneurship. So when we are absorbing new material, when we are novel in the changing fields, when we are relating the external environment to the work which we are doing, we can do wonders. We will not be just normal students who are studying in a normal way and doing our regular day-to-day teaching and going back home. We are trying to change, the education policy has tried to change the mindset by making a holistic curriculum, and that will support your entrepreneurial orientation. Your problem solving skills must be improved. So the whole entrepreneurial ecosystem is about to change. Earlier, like I said, beginning itself, when who were present, I discussed when we were student, I did not study entrepreneurship in my course, but immediately after I have completed, when I become a professor, I had to teach entrepreneurship, and that's how it became my one of the very I like that subject very much. So government policy is trying to develop the whole ecosystem which is entrepreneurial oriented. The regulatory framework and infrastructure, the funding and finance, the culture, mentors, advisors, support system, universities as catalysts, education and training, human capital and workforce, local and global market. You have heard about Sitcon, you have heard about CII. They are not just giving lectures, but they are actually support systems. They belong to this place. They belong to this place. Even there are district industry center which are dealing with the local and global market, and they are directly reaching to the person who has problem, who wants to do something, who wants to start a business but facing difficulty because he doesn't know much about that particular business or doesn't know about the market. So the entrepreneurial system development is the main focus of the government policies nowadays, and the regulatory framework in infrastructure is set up by the government in order to provide supporting to the entrepreneurs, mentors, advisors, and this SITCON. Basically, this is a consultancy organization and Confederation of Indian Industries, that is CII. So what they do exactly, they have a pool of resource persons, they have a pool of people in their surrounding whom they are in touch with. They know the industry, they know the academics, they are capable of having that collaboration because they have the government support. So when somebody approaches them regarding their doubts or problems, they directly know whom to uh, be in touch with, and that kind of direction is given by sitcon or CII or DIC. So this entrepreneurial ecosystem is very important for the development of entrepreneurship in the region. I'm not saying that it was not there before, but the new education policy is trying to build it from the beginning itself, from the lower ages, so that the mindset of the student is developed in a direction which is open, not a closed one where you will study up to 10 all the subjects, and 11 12th or you will study only biology or maths or physics chemistry. Not like that here. How they have changed, I'll talk to you. It facilitates a pedagogy, making education experiential, holistic, integrated, and inquiry driven. It helps them become a 3D coordinate, which will enable the student to think laterally and innovatively. So even if you might be observing different schools, they are not focusing on memory based, that you need to remember this, you need to remember that. Even if you want to do something else, there are skill development programs and sessions done. Like those who have studied from KVs or Kendriya Vidyalayas, they might be knowing we had yoga sessions in the class in the school from that time. In some of the private schools it was there. Nowadays in each and every school they are having yoga plus sports. Definitely they are keeping, plus there is separately cooking session. Is suppose you have an interest area, cooking session, or there will be related to if you sports, especially if you want to learn tennis or you want to learn badminton. So special training is given for sports. In addition, earlier it was not that much in each and every school, but now the emphasis of government is that it has to be, it must be there, so that additional skills must be developed. Anyone can be a Saina Nehwal, or anyone can be this Sachin Tendulkar, and the people who are good at cooking, they can be also master chef. So there are so many opportunities for you, but the thing is that direction is missing. So the new education policy is trying to give you that direction. Undertaking industrial taking and internships while still in school enriches students in terms of not just industry specific skills but life skills as well. So earlier we were not much into internship at the time of schooling, but now the emphasis is on internships during school times. So you must do. We were doing arts, crafts, projects. We were going for different exhibitions, but internship. If the management students know that when you are doing BBA or MBA, you have internship. When you are studying MBBS, you are having internship, or law you have internship. But even in schools it has been emphasized from now on, and the reason is because once you are out of the school you don't know what is going on in the world, but when you are in the school and you are associated with the different industries who are outside, it will be very helpful for you and for your career development. And it actually, when you are open, when you see different things, out of that what exactly you want to do will be clear. Because we all know when a child is there, everyone thinks we want to become engineer. Everyone, when a small child, 5 years old child, when we ask, they will say I want to become engineer or a IAS or IPS officer. After some years, if you ask, they want to say, I want to be a doctor. So this changes because nobody has a clarity, and that is very normal. But if the school is helping, if the school is open and they are giving you different options, where for some days you can be here or in some other session you are attending, and then you identify. Suppose a dance class is there, Kathak is there, and Westerns is there, or Bharatnatyam is there. You are going to different sessions. And when you identify that, okay, I'm very good at Western, but I'm not good at Bharatanatyam, so you can take up that. So nobody will force you to take this particular dance. So that option also is provided by government now. They are making it as a part of the curriculum. The new education policy promotes student entrepreneurs with the exposure to vocational education in partnership. So, vocational education in partnership with industry and in alignment, alignment with the sustainable development goal is there. So the goal is that development should be sustainable, it should be long, and skill gap analysis and mapping of local opportunities will develop entrepreneurial competencies besides capacity. So where is the gap? Suppose you want to become a news reader, but we don't have confidence. So for in schools, in the past they have started Saturday separate co-curricular sessions or morning news reading or poem recitation. So these kind of activities help you develop your skills properly. And what is more important here is mapping of local opportunities. We will talk about this in detail in the further slides, because I have identified some important cuttings from newspaper, which I'll be talking and I'll be dealing with the local opportunities and its mapping in further. Focus on technical education. The focus on technical education is decisive. It is not that Bangalore or Hyderabad are not having software companies, but technical education and its focus now in the national education policy will definitely support the student, because when I was reading further, I have seen that even coding from 6th standard is going to be taught to our students. So that will be very helpful, because the little children, they have that kind of mindset to learn and they are very inquisitive. They don't feel what people will think. So at that time itself, if the technical education is also given, so that will be very beneficial for their overall growth, and they will learn. Like I was just reading, this year 1600 new technical startup has been come up, and this is the highest in number. As per the NASSCOM report, which I will read now, Indian technical startup landscape has evolved to become the fourth largest in the world. The total number of technical startups in the country has grown up to 8,900 to 9,300, with 1,300 startups added alone. Over 18% of all the startups in India are now leveraging deep technology such as artificial intelligence, machine learning, computer vision, and NLP, etc. So 1,600 startups, if technical startups are added in a year and running successfully, and even many of them are unicorns, many of them are the rarest of rare and having a very high speed growth, that is a wonderful sign for the growth of industrial development in our country. Closer collaboration between industry and institutions to drive innovation and research is actively encouraged in new education policy. So now the era of specialization. Here, the ideas of imaginative and flexible curricular structures enable creative combinations of disciplines for study. One example I will tell you, when I was studying 10th, after that I was at that moment I used to think why people are pressurized, means why people think so much about 10th board, why what is the reason behind it that we have to do very good in board. We are already good student, but why should we emphasize on board studies? When I discussed this with my parents, they told me that in 11th, 12th, you will be choosing your specialization. So, and at that time, people were mostly interested in maths or science. And commerce was also very new at that time, so very less number of people were taking. If you will not perform well in studies, you will get arts. That kind of mindset was there. But there are people who are very good at maths, but they have a bent of an artist. There are people who are very good at physics, but they like geography. Even I like geography very much, but I am a science student. You know, that kind of combinations and a pool of subject is after 34 years, there is a change in the whole system that is propagated now, that has been brought up by the government now, and it tells that there will be a pool of subject. It is not that you can combine anything with I mean, there can be permutations, combinations, but there will be some pool of subjects which will be given to the students, and from that you can pick. So somebody who is from biology has an option for arts also. Somebody who has studied arts can take science also. So that will be a very interesting combination, because when you are an entrepreneur, you need everything. You must know everything. Some little bit of finance, little bit of marketing, management, and all the areas. So in that case, that will be very helpful for you and your conceptual development. That is why this is a very good idea of different kind of pool of subjects, and uh, making them combine. So that's why I like that thought of bringing those combinations. So it is not that boring that you have to take PCMB or physics, chemistry, maths, and bio was also there at that time. Then physics, chemistry, maths, and ED was there later. Then English was there, Hindi. So now you can have other combinations as well. So again, talking about the vocational education programs into mainstream, which are having like uh, inputs from national and international entrepreneurs and practitioners. So there are people resource persons who will be brought to give inputs for this curriculum development, so that students get more and more out of it. Creating entrepreneurship oriented programs with expanded high quality opportunities that can make effective use of these qualifications. NEP will facilitate creating jobs in entrepreneurs and help the country's education system meet the global standards. This we already discussed. Now the impact of pandemic, as I discussed in the previous slide, it has shown a different kind of power. Means it is not wrong that people have said everything which is affecting our life, if we say it is bad, there are positive sides to it, and that is what this pandemic has done to all of us. We have got to know so many new things. Now there are people who are 60 years of age in my campus, and I am seeing them. Earlier they were very scared to think about this Google Meet or other kind of online sessions. Students who are of very young age, not just that high age, young age students were also telling us, ma'am, why Microsoft Teams? So then we told them about the benefit, and then we have adapted it, and we have run our sessions wonderfully. So the pandemic has taught us many lessons. It has given us a power of managing things, and even companies now know where to cut the resources, where to cut and do savings for themselves, and work from home also work can be done. Many people who were working in organization, they have started their new business and running successfully. And even you might have read about one person who was a cook in a who Taj, and after that he quit, means he was removed from the job, and then he started his own business. And with the use of this online portal, Facebook and Twitter, he has promoted it, and he has got good number of customers for it. So lot of people, not just cooking or cosmetics or jewelry, online shopping, Amazon, DMart, they have earned lot of profit through using the digital platform. So global pandemic has given us more power and more resistance, more resilience in this tough time. How to be stable, how to be calm and ready for the future run and a very long run. So those who are immune to this can do wonder in the coming days. Now, that's what I was talking to you. Um, if you remember here, I was telling you I'll local opportunities, skill gap analysis and mapping of local opportunities. Yes, sir. Slide. हाँ. नहीं, 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 ये वाला. ये ये दिख रहा है? Is it visible, sir? In previous slides भी दिख रहे थे, sir. It was visible. ये दिखा? Oh, I have shown every slide. I guess there is some technical problem. I don't know why. I have shown all these. If the students want, I will share the slides with them. Yes, yes. So is it visible now, sir? Okay. Build the ecosystem on local conditions. So technology has plus, technology has minus also. Just now we have faced it. Now I was telling about how skill gap analysis is done and how mapping is done, how it is mapped with the local surroundings. So there is L-commerce platform, and that was a news in the February 22, 2021, and E-Samudai launches Women Entrepreneurship Program. So this is a local commerce platform. So this was done in Bangalore, where the E-Samudai means E-community, has launched Kamal Ke 10. So the Wonder 10. So they are going to launch it on March in the coming days. And what they exactly think about, they are telling that they will identify in this program, what are they doing? Local 10 best entrepreneurs with good ideas. They will identify. And through a lot of scrutiny they are doing for it. So they will identify them and they will make a cohort, a group, a community, and like that they will be identifying many cohorts. But the speciality of it is that they are local. The researchers say that don't emulate the MIT or don't emulate the Oxford or Harvard or Silicon Valley, because Silicon Valley is known for the technical startups. But every region in our country is different from each other. We have people who are very good in handicrafts. We have people who are very good in technical part. We have people who are very good educators. There are people who are giving good service like dry cleaner. A dry cleaner is also a person who provides you the service locally. You need them much more. So I mean to say that we have different requirements locally. So the government is now focusing on building the ecosystem on local condition. So before I talk about this, I want to share some details with you. Like you might have heard about different clusters. There were different clusters which you might be seeing or you might have heard or read. Many of you might have known about this Chanderi clusters. They are these Chanderi saris are made in Madhya Pradesh. So as per the data, there are more than 10,000 viewers, more than 10,000 viewers in that place who are viewing this Chanderi saris. So that is the local speciality of the village Chanderi. Because of the name of that village, the saris are named as Chanderi. Same way, there is a handicraft cluster at Muradabad, Uttar Pradesh. So those focus on brass industry, brass products. Like there will be, it is also known as brass city. So the export is done to US, Canada, etc., and they will make different handicrafts, brassware, very beautiful designs of decorative items, and made up of brass, pital. So that is a handicraft cluster at Muradabad. Next is hand block printed textile cluster of Jaipur. Jaipuri dresses you might have seen, very beautiful block printing is done. So that is also done by the community of chippas or traditional craft people who print fabrics by hand. So that is kind of black block printing. Somebody who is having that knowledge of drawing and painting, so they do printing. So hand block printed textile clusters of Jaipur, that is also local. Same way, Gujarat diamond cluster is there at Surat, and diamond merchants, and even Surat textile. Surat is famous for the textile industry. Then you might be knowing about the coir industry at Kochi and Gujarat chemical cluster. So there are various kinds of clusters uh, which are located at different parts of India. And what exactly is a cluster? Cluster are a group of small industries or medium industries which are located at one place, and they are related to each other. They are integrated. Some of you may be knowing, but still I would like to tell you, like suppose one shirt is made. So in that shirt you might be seeing there will be buckram that is required, somebody will be doing the stitching, somebody will be doing buttons, and who makes the button, who makes the thread, who makes the cloth, and somebody will be dyeing that. So different people are required to do different job. Somebody is required to do packaging. So those are done by a group of people and different set of people, and at one place that is all assembled. So if they are nearby, that will be very helpful for them to save money, to save time very quick, and everyone is getting job. So the biggest benefit is so many people are employed. So in that in that kind of a strive, in that kind of a uh, momentum, the government is trying to help the local community people, because if the rural people, if the less urban people are supported, definitely that will help the economy to grow. Everyone appreciates how Zomato has given jobs to the people. Like many students are there, many people are there who are not getting any job, but due to these kind of home delivery, Amazon delivery boys are there, Flipkart delivery boys are there. You might be seeing there is so much of job generation, job creation. So entrepreneurship biggest benefit is if you start a business, there are so many people who are getting benefits through that. Same way, you know the Dabbawala case, you know the Lizzat Papad case, the group, the support that people did, the females did, and they have started their own community and supported the people in the surrounding. So local commerce platform is one of the initiative that is going to be launched in March, and where 10 women entrepreneurs, 10 entrepreneurs will be identified who will be very good in their skills, and they will be given many benefits by the government. Moving to the next part. So this is also Ministry of Skills Development and Entrepreneurship will soon kickstart skills training in 600 districts across all states, barring 4 from January 15 under the new Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana. So the latest, um, it has been started, the skill development and entrepreneurship programs. So what do they teach? Small skills, like there are people, ladies who cook at home very well, but they don't know how to market it. So marketing skills to them, how to make pickles, you everyone knows, but how, what kind of things are used, what kind of ingredients to be used at the time when you are marketing it, to uh, procure it for a longer period, that has to be known by the ladies. Same way, the automobile manufacturing, so some kind of repairing work is there. So that is taught to the males. Many things, jams and jelly and pickle making, or these confectionery making, nowadays baking, and even flour making, plastic flour, or decorative items at home. So there are different kind of skills that are taught by the government skill development programs. And again, new programs are started in 600 districts across India under the Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana. And I have experienced this. I know many people who have got the benefit out of it. They help very well. If you are in touch, means it's like they, if you approach them in the beginning, they will try to test you, but if you stick to them, it will be very helpful to you. So they check the perseverance, they check the patience level of the person who wants to become an entrepreneur. So for becoming an entrepreneur, patience is also very important. See here, Niti Aayog and Flipkart collaborate to enhance women entrepreneurship platform. So this is another initiative by government where they have done a tie-up with Flipkart. Niti Aayog has done a tie-up, and they are trying to promote women entrepreneurship through that more and more, because half of the economy is handled by the women. At home, your mother is taking care of everything, wife is taking care of everything. So when the government takes care of, when society takes care of women, automatically that society gets uplifted. So very important is how to educate. Nowadays, we spoke just now about this jams and jelly making or pickle making. There are ladies or girls who have started their own business in a service organization, like these coaching centers, and then there are computer training centers, there this personality development workshops are there. Women are doing so many things, like even some girls, they learn acting from Mumbai and they start their acting schools here. So there are various avenues where a person can work, and they are doing very nice. They are bringing material from somewhere else and assembling it and selling it to the third party. But The only thing is kind of support or from where and what is absent. For that, if the local authorities and the government as well as using the digital platform it is supporting, it will be very helpful. So, India's next big task is turning academic researchers into entrepreneurs. So, some of you, like Sir told me, some of the participants are researchers. Even I have done research in entrepreneurship. My sir, in the beginning, when Sir told about me, you might have heard that I have written a book on family business. So, there is lot of scope. The only thing is risk taking capacity and patience. Even if the person is not having money, in Indian terms we say it hard. So a person who is very capable can do anything without even spending money from his pocket. So they try to arrange it, they try to jugaad that to get the maximum output from the business. There is some more data which I have collected, like 5,000 clusters for artisans can be started under Spurti. Uh, the MSME minister, Mr. Nitin Gadkari, he told that the scheme of fund for regeneration of traditional industries, it provides support for creating infrastructure through common facility centers, procurement of new machineries, creating raw material, banks, and improved packaging. Packaging itself is a huge business nowadays. You might be seeing such a beautiful packaging is done so nicely. They pack that even if Amazon boxes are coming, you might be seeing that they are packaging it very nicely. So that itself is a huge industry now. And for every product, different kind of packaging is required. Indian Institute of Packaging is there in India, but still there is a lot of scope. Best out of waste, you might have heard so many times. People are working on that. On plantation, people have started working. So go green. With that kind of idea, people are working. And on terrace, they are doing organic farming. A lot of work, and floriculture is there, pisciculture is there. In Kakinada, we see people rear prawn. So by rearing prawn, they are doing good business, and a lot of money they are earning. Though it's business, it's not entrepreneurship, but the kind of, there can be entrepreneurship in marketing, there can be entrepreneurship in the way you are interacting with the people. So any innovation will be very helpful for the future generation, for the present generation to grow further. So there were 42,000 artisans who were supported in segments of khadi, coir, handicrafts, handlooms, woodcraft, pottery, carpet making, tea processing, and agro processing, as well as bamboo. You might be seeing linen saris, linen material. There are banana processing industries. Each and every part of that banana is used for different purposes. Coconut, you know that how useful it is. So, lot of business, but in the beginning, lot of problems were there related to the growth, to the development. Now, when the government has taken that initiative, and it is bottom up. In management, we learn about top down. Now it is bottom up, not like a management. I must say that it is about the uh, development of a child into an entrepreneur. It is because Indians are risk averse by nature. If you study the collectivism and individualism philosophy, you might be knowing how Americans or the people from the Western country, they are more into taking risk. However, Indians avoid risk. Though we have very though we have a lot many billionaires who have taken risk and doing very well, but still majority of the population avoids that mentality. So if the child itself is developed in that way, if that environment is given, there will be a change in the kind of output which we are getting. The future generation and the future entrepreneurs will do much better as compared to what we have done in past. That is why 1600 startup in this year is a very big deal. It's a very big change. Let us hope for the best. I guess if you have any questions, you can ask, or like anything, sir. Over to you.
Thank you very much, madam, for your overall 360-degree presentation on the entrepreneurial development research as far as the India is concerned, and the new education policy 2020, and the various dimensions which you presented over your presentation has been very much enlightening, and make the people to view towards the entrepreneurial development as well as entrepreneurial skill development among themselves, such that they can get their own employability, as well as they can make the others employable in their entrepreneurial entities in the future course of time. And I think that the interdisciplinary research and the multidisciplinary studies approaches, as well as the internships, which are the key highlights of the new economic policy 2020, will definitely imbibe those requirements on the part of the future generations who come into the limelight in near future, and they will get
Yes.
benefited of this new educational policy. And also the thought-provoking lessons and sessions for the last 4 days by different eminent researchers, scholars and personalities like you has definitely made benefit to all of our research scholars across the country, all of our postgraduate students across the country, including our college and your college also. I hope that everything is fine, and it is now an ecosystem has been built upon the platform of this online to make to share the views and thoughts, as well as pursue the research in the interdisciplinary and multidisciplinary approaches. With this, I thank you from the bottom of my heart, as well as from the IQSC of our college, for being taking pains to address and prepare for that, even though in a busy schedule as a principal and professor of a global business school. I know that what will be the hectic activity being run at your national and international levels of your institution. What about your opinion, madam, here?
Thank you very much, sir. I guess students might have, I tried to incorporate the points which are taught in the classroom.
Okay.
Plus, I have tried to interrelate that with the policy, the new education policy. So, if the students have any doubt, they can send a message or mail. Like we can share the mail with them,
Okay.
and they can ask you. I'm ready to answer.
Yes.
Um, it was nice talking to all. Um, that's it, sir.
Thank you very much,
There was
madam.
little technical problem, I guess. Things were
No
not
problem. In the
visible.
last, the slides were working properly.
Hmm.
And I also thank Dr. K. Venugopal, the professor and HOD of Aditya Institute of Technology and Management, for
Srikakulam.
the
Yes, sir.
Srikakulam, for making you get introduced with me as a
Hmm.
part of our research cell extension members and research activities. I hope in further in future also we will continue to collaborate. Apart from that, I also request you that in the case of any help from our side, or any presentations or participations, either online or offline, our IQSC and our college is still with you, and we are ready to share with you everything of our experience and expertise throughout in the future.
Thank you so much, sir. I thank the management of the college, and I definitely we are both thankful to Venugopal sir for this kind of an interaction between us and networking. And thanks to both of you. for a nice introduction and keep me reminding so that any technical issues are there, we can correct it.
And I
Fine.
also thank the management of your Aditya Business School at Kakinada, Surampalam, for giving me the permission to you to address this online webinar, to address some other state college and the online platform. Thank you very much for them also for providing permission to you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. All the best, madam.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, same